listen, this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back on S3. Now, I'm pretty sure all of us, we are working right now, and we've had different kinds of jobs. And chances are, you know, that you've had one of two types of bosses. Now, one might have been, you know, you've been blessed with an amazing boss that acts as a mentor and leads with inspiration, or you've been dealt a dictator who isn't pleasant to be around and really leads with fear. Now, this morning, we want to propose another would you rather scenario and a question for you. And I can't wait to hear what you have to say when it comes to dealing with a horrible boss. So here is the scenario.
Okay, play it out.
Get the scenario. So you love your job.
Okay.
And your salary is great. But you and your boss, you really struggle with each other, and they aren't, they aren't the type of kind of person that really, you can talk to them. So what would you do in this scenario? Would you A, rather stick it out, and because, you can't let one person ruin your career? Okay. Or would you go with B, resign because your happiness is more important than anything else?
I have a real-life answer for this, I'll be honest with you.
A real-life one? No, this isn't a pretend answer.
This is real. I went through this. I had a job straight out of varsity. I was chasing lots of money. It was a great job, and it didn't fill any holes, and the boss was quite hectic as well. And I left. I quit the job because I was chasing happiness, and immediately after that, I didn't get happiness. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't get it. I was like faced with like, what am I gonna do? Confusion, fear, and it was a really
And you were broke because you had
broke. Now I didn't have money, so now the unhappiness started to become even more. So I realized I needed to have a plan before I actually just left
Cut
my
and run.
job.
Yeah, for sure.
But I just was like, I can't do this anymore. Just pull the plug, and I was like, okay, let me figure this out. So a real life scenario, which kind of I think plays quite well into this. I think in hindsight, I should have had a plan maybe. Although I'm not complaining right now because look where we are.
Well, but I mean, they say everything happens for a reason, and maybe sometimes that fire forces you to do things that you wouldn't normally have
that is true.
The strength or, the fortitude, something would be holding you back because you are in that comfort zone. My question would be, how bad is it? Because, you have situations, where you've got a hardcore boss, but maybe that could inspire you to become more hardcore yourself, to stand up for yourself, to step up to the challenge, to make sure that you're delivering. Maybe there are reasons why your boss is being so harsh on you. They demand a certain level of success, but there's also a line where it could become abusive, where it could be considered bullying, where it could have a really, tough mental. I don't know. How do you feel?
For me, it comes down to like when do I reach that point of giving too much of myself? And I don't think any job is worth compromising my mental health over. So I would choose A. I would stick it out. I would stick it out as much and as long as I can before deciding to move away. I won't just throw my hands up because I mean, there are going to be tough scenarios everywhere, and you're going to meet tough people.
I love how you guys are rounding this up. I think Mzansi also has something to say about this. I think there's some great comments out there. So let's see what the rest of the world has to say. Joan Cameron says, A, because when I did work, I stuck it out with my boss until I was promoted and became the boss of my department. My ex-boss was transferred to head office, so we both won in the end.
That is amazing.
About, geez, stick it out. Maybe you learn from this. And look, she became a boss in the end. I absolutely love that.
For sure, man.
We've got another one from Mole Khanyane Dambuza. Says, good morning, Expresso Show family. I had to resign a couple of years back because I was unhappy at work. I spent 90% of my time at work, so sticking it out was not ideal because I was literally at work all the time. So I had to choose being happy and stress-free. Take money seriously. Use the hashtag there. I like that. So that's a kind of point where I think it just got too much. My happiness cannot handle this, and I need to make a change. And I love that. Doing something for
man. I suppose I tend towards sticking it out because I've never had a job that was easy. Every job comes with challenges, a learning opportunity, but that's saying nothing about it. If you are in that really difficult situation where it's impossible to get on with your boss, maybe that is the way out. Ultimately, you do need to be happy in what you do, but a tough one, man.
That's
Definitely.
Right. Well, life will always come with some obstacles, whether it is, for people that is going through all kinds of scenarios. Now, the trick is to be confident in yourself and your decisions, and you can always, put your best interests first. I think that's very important. Now, if you're a student and you want to enter the workforce, then visit Nedbank's Unlock Me website for a whole host of resources
Brilliant, yeah.
to really help you navigate your career and yourself. And you can visit unlock.me and it's all yours.
Indulge your desires. Be swept away by the fragrance of dissent. Take the plunge into impulsive spending until you find yourself deeper and deeper, drowning in debt. In this world of temptation, do you want a bank that takes your money or a bank that takes your money seriously?